I accomplished a lot of things last year, and I feel like I did more this year. And all of this, the stats, being a leader to my team, to the younger guys, taking them on my wing. I feel like that was my biggest accomplishment.
How frustrating was this season, though, for you guys, especially defensively, after last year's success to not be able to sustain that?
I knew once those guys declared it was going to be a big difference. You know, first, second, and third round defensive backs. I don't think you could beat that. I want to say it was no disappointment for me. You know, I enjoyed going out there every week, playing with my brothers, you know, the younger guys, helping them along the way, keeping them level-headed when they're frustrated. I know I got more football to play, but so it was really never disappointment for me, just helping those younger guys learn from the mistakes they made so they could be better off in the future.
What did you learn from this season, if anything, that you'll take with you to the future?
You just got to keep fighting through adversity, you know. A great example was the end of our game. Casey scored that touchdown. We thought the game was over. Then he scored. You know, you just got to keep pushing. And through the hardest times, you just got to keep fighting, and that'll show who you really are.
Johnny, what do these next couple months look like for you in terms of training and getting ready for the NFL draft?
Grinding. Just grinding. You know, it feel weird not playing football, you know. But these next few months, I'm going to be taken pretty serious, you know. I'm trying to showcase what I can do at the combine and all the workouts I'll have, you know. So just showcasing my talents and locking in these next few months is going to be really big for me.
Are you going to stick around here or are you going to go back home to train?
Still haven't made my mind yet. I should be around here 2 more weeks, you know, just chilling, relaxing. I'll probably go on vacation somewhere. But, after those 2 weeks, it's to the grind.
You talked about you and Keith on the field, and unless the team takes you guys together, this could be your last time playing on the field on the same team. Just talk about those emotions of kind of going your separate ways after spending these past few years together on the defensive line.
It's emotional, man. Like I said, it hasn't even hit me yet that I won't be playing here anymore. That I played my last game with a few of my teammates and Keith. I don't know. Like I said, probably next week it'll hit me like, man, we'll never play together again unless we get drafted together. So hopefully that happens. So that'll be pretty dope.
Can you talk about the relationship that you have with Keith Randolph, how amazing it's been for you two to lead this defense?
Keith, a great guy, you know. Us, I'm pretty sure considered like redshirt sophomores, redshirt juniors. But just being leaders for the team, you know, it's been a big step up for us. We came a long way. I remember when Coach Jameson first got here, all of us competing for the starting position. And just coming in late nights, we was talking about it this morning, coming in late nights, seeing Keith in here, just knowing that he was going to be somebody great. And I knew we both shared that same mentality, so I knew from there on he was going to be great.
Looking back on your career, you're at Illinois from a recruit into where you're at now. Did you have these type of expectations for yourself?
I never really set goals for myself, you know, because I feel like if I set goals and I'll be chasing those goals all season rather than just going out and playing. So I always had hopes that I'll be a first-round draft pick, be the best defensive lineman in the nation, but I never really thought deep about it.
I think some end of half moments where you guys have been giving up a score in halftime. Today, is there anything that's been common in those moments?
Honestly, I don't know. I can only speak for myself in that other situation, you know. So for me personally, you know, in the half, I know teams can try to throw the ball. So my job is just to get back there and sack the quarterback or affect the quarterback in any type of way.
Johnny, Coach B has hinted that he doesn't want you to be the last Newton to wear orange and blue. Mm-hmm. You know, would there be an excitement level for you to watch a sibling play here?
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, that'd be cool for my brother to come here. But he still got another year in high school. Yeah. So, he got time, but hopefully he do.
Just didn't come out. Just made too many mistakes on my end as an offense. Just all 3 phases. Just got to had to clean some of that stuff up, and credit to Northwestern. And you're not gonna win throwing 2 interceptions and turning the ball over like that. And you can can say what you will about anything in that regard. Like, we fought hard, but I'm proud of the guys, and it's obviously disappointing to end that way, but we fought hard.
Seems like the deep balls to Casey were kind of all about communication. I saw you waving to break off deep on especially on the first one.
Yeah, the first one we went fast, and I think we maybe confused them a little bit, and I don't think the safety maybe got the call or the coverage or whatever. So when the corner trapped, there was no one behind him, so I pointed him to go and just floated over his head. And, yeah, he made a fantastic play. And then the one at the end was just, that's a route we work, and that was just good timing and great catch by Casey, and then he did the rest. I had the easy part, but what a performance by Casey Washington today. Talk about a guy that had an amazing journey here, and there's no one more respected in our locker room than Casey Washington. And we developed a great relationship, and it's just great to see him have a fantastic game. Obviously, we're both extremely competitive, and we want to win. We don't care about having great games. We'd rather get that W, but the way he played today, you can't go out on a higher note.
Just the emotions of you guys get that pick six and you have a lead, and then they answer back with the double dip a little bit at the end of the first half and start the second.
Coach B terms.
I've learned a little bit here. And then the 2 turnovers, they're off the special teams. Like, what are the emotions for you guys as an offense on the sideline where you feel like you're building something and then that happens?
Yeah, we've had ups and downs all year, so we never flinched one time. If there's still seconds on that clock, we're going to keep fighting, and so we can only control what we do when we're on the field, and so as regards to the special teams, the defense, we're just going to be supportive and cheer them on. It's unfortunate how 2 of those plays went down, but we can only control what we can when we're on the field. So we didn't flinch at all. It didn't blink. We knew that if we got an opportunity, we could move the ball.
What happened on the first 2-point conversion? I think it was maybe a tip went off his hands. Yeah,
but that was the second one. The first one was also the tip that he caught.
Yeah,
and then the second one. Just put it through too far behind him. I think we were just kind of on the perfect same page, just like the tempo that he was going to come out of that. And just threw it behind him. Got to put it on him. Got to give him a better ball.
I've tried to sugarcoat a loss, John, but these last 3 weeks for you personally seems like kind of a roller coaster and good and then disappointing. How would you summarize what this backstretch of the season has been for you individually?
I would summarize it as God works in mysterious ways, and first and foremost, my journey is he's been there, and that's been the root of my journey from the beginning, and landing on my faith. And I remember in the locker room of the Maryland game, there was a tape, and it was Proverbs 3:5, which is about trusting and not leaning on your human understanding, but on God's understanding. And I remember that's just so eerie, just the place I was at, and halfway through the year, and like there were some things that aren't necessarily going my way personally, and like as a team, and just his blessing on these last 4 weeks of starting with the Minnesota game, and then having the opportunity to live out my dream and do it to the best of my ability is something I can't even put into words.
We're going in the right direction, and it sucks. Like right now, sorry for my language, it sucks. But I have faith in Coach B with all my heart, and everyone else in this facility, and we'll see what happens in the future.
Sorry if you've already been asked this. Just the emotion, the frustration, the disappointment, all of that. Is that hit yet? And how tough is that to digest?
The emotions, they're trying not to cry right now, but they kind of go away and come back. After the game, I sat there and cried for a little bit, but honestly, it's just kind of hard to. I never really had to process this. After high school was done, it was bright spirits because I'm going to be a Division I football player. But now I think as I get older, and I'm able to perceive things and really process things in my mind. This sucks. Losing sucks. No matter what level, no matter what league, sport you're in, losing is absolutely terrible. But one thing I can rely on is God, and regardless of what we're going through right now, the program, personally, the coaches, you, anyone in here, it's already written, and I really believe that. I really believe that everything happens for a reason. So, like I said, I'm just thankful. Extremely thankful for the coaching staff, everyone's support staff, everyone involved, all the fan support, and I'll be at Illini for the rest of my life.
Are the one possession losses harder in a sense? Because you guys felt like, I'm sure you were a bowl team this year, right? You had the talent to do it, and then to come up short in that just by a hair. Is that tough for the process?
Yeah, it definitely is. I think when you're in a game that you really think, especially the way that we lost some of those games in the last, couple minutes or last possessions, those suck. And, when you get blown out, either way, it doesn't really matter. It's a win or a loss. But when you have those games that it comes down to the last couple minutes and you come up short, I don't think that feeling ever goes away. And all it's going to do is build us. It's going to shape me into whoever I'm going to become. It's going to shape my teammates, my coaches, everybody involved. And it's tough right now, but I'm still grateful, still IOLO forever. I just appreciate the opportunity.
Casey,
John said that his team didn't flinch, even though maybe some moments late where it was looking bad. What was it about maybe this group where you're falling behind, but you had the wherewithal to put together and come back?
I think a couple weeks ago, somebody asked me something similar. And the game of football and in life, adversity in both of them, like it's the name of the game, life, football, whatever, adversity. And this group has definitely been through some adversity. We haven't came out on the side that we really wanted to, but it builds character. It really does. And if these guys just stick and listen and trust Coach B and the staff, like, it's going to be all right. But it's just one day at a time, off season, one day at a time, the intentionality, everything involved, every person matters. And I'm excited to see where this program can go.
Casey, have you wrapped your head around the idea of you've played so many games here, and in your last two, you're able to get in the end zone 4 times, and you played so many games before that, you just couldn't get there? You talk a lot about it happens for a reason. Do you take solace in that your last 2 games you were able to find the end zone so many times for a reason?
100%. None of it would be possible without God, without my coaches, without my teammates. But I think when you're consistent every day, and you have your ups or downs, but if you can stay consistent throughout those ups and downs, and just really just pour yourself out into the game, into the process, if you just keep going every day, it's gonna work out for you. And just, if I can encourage anybody out there watching this or that's going to see this, just keep going, just one day at a time. Don't look at the big picture, just stay in the present, and just take one step at a time and keep going.
You feel like